EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now 2nd and 3. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
They forced 7 turnovers. 7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser at fullback and let him get the job done.
Going in motion left, that's Campbell. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Jacobs going to try the middle. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big, can go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Quick throw completed by Richardson. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll run with Hall. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Richardson to throw off play action. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The good pickup there at 22.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Off play action, Richardson. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Richardson. And it's caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
This pass left side to Downs. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Richardson now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Catch made here by Campbell. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Murray now. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The punt team on now. Is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking on the midfield logo. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Richardson off the play fake. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. Hall on to give up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And Richardson completes a quick one out wide. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Hall again. And good work there defensively. He's able to keep him out of the end zone. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brought down that time by Nolan Smith.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw is Murray. On the right side, open is Gesicki. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray rolling to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Shotgun now from Murray. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 45-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Murray. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. They will run the draw with Jacobs. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action with Richardson. That is complete downfield to Knox. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson.
And he rifles one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run with Hall. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Breece Hall. In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on second and long.
Richardson. That complete to Downs. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball. One that they...
Touchdown, Colts! A great play there. His sixth touchdown of the season.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On second down, here's Murray.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd down and 4.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Murray, he bootlegs it, steps away. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a nice job there knowing what his options are. He's out of the pocket to his left. And I thought maybe he'd think about running with this one, but he uses his vision instead. Finds his man on the left sideline, and they convert on 3rd down.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Play action. Now Richardson. That is caught. He's got a 1st and maybe more. Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 1st touchdown of the new season.
And the Colts are able to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Going in motion left, that's Campbell. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. A gain of 22.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Murray going to throw. Flushed out right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer there on 2nd and goal. They'll get half the distance and a fresh set of downs to try to punch one in. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Jacobs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kari Blasingame, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Richardson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll give to Hall. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Now it's Richardson. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Quick throw completed by Richardson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll it's another first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This pass out wide to Hall.
Touchdown! Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Colts are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now Murray throwing on second down.
Throw caught by Mayer.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
Running right on the option is Murray. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Dancing to his left. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down, Raiders.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Touchdown Raiders. Cortland Sutton, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Running left, it's Hall. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Richardson looking to throw this. Wide open receiver complete. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Indianapolis, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco